Welcome back to the channel. I'm Gypsy. We're going to talk about my fake Poppy here, who is from AliExpress. She's the Chinese version of the Poppy Parker mold by Integrity Toys. And I did give you guys a review of this doll when I first got her and all the information about her. So if you're wondering about that, go and check that video out. It's linked at the end of this video. Now, this doll I felt like was a nice blank slate for less than $20 for someone who likes to customize, to kind of, you know, change up the doll a little bit from the original state that she comes in. So I thought I would do that with her, and then in doing that I also wanted to try on some different outfits that I didn't get to try on her when I first reviewed her. So we're gonna start with her face, where I'll show you some things that I did to her. I did give her some baby hairs around the edges of her hairline, and underneath her hair, like her scalp is not colored in a dark paint so that her hair will blend into her scalp better, you know, because it's like very light. I was going to do that, but I just didn't get around to it, so I have yet to do that, but I will. And I also gave her a few beauty marks on her face, one under her eye, one above her lip, that I think kind of complements her sultry kind of facial expression. And I also compared her to my other legit Poppy Parker dolls from Integrity Toys. So if you're also wondering about how she compares to those girls, she has a bigger head than them. Go ahead and watch my previous video where I talked about this doll and I show you all those differences there. This doll also came on a body that is supposed to, I think, mimic a Measy doll's body, I think. I don't know because I don't have any of those dolls in person, but that's what I'm guessing. And it is articulated already. It's a pretty good skin tone match to the face, so I'm really pleased with the body already coming articulated. And I did add some nail polish to her nails because her hand is a very nice dainty hand mold, and she already comes with these super long nails and they look kind of like naked without color on them. So I did give her some coloring on her fingernails. And the great thing about the way I do the nails for these dolls, you can really just scrape off the coloring if you don't like it later and then redo it, or, you know, just color on top, so they're not permanent. But for this look, I just gave her some gold hoop earrings for her already pierced ears, and she's got on this gold dress that came on, I want to say it came on a Barbie look doll from way back in the day. So I'll try to figure out which doll it came on. The shoes, I did also paint her toenails the same color as her fingernails, but they're a little hard to see with the shoes on. But these shoes are just some generic gold pumps. I don't know what doll they came on. They came on somebody though. I know they didn't come in a fashion pack. And for her hair, which is rooted black saran, I just tied it up with the front half of her hair pulled back behind her head. Not very fancy, it's just a very basic hairstyle. I did boil wash this hair, but I mean the texture of it, I think that this is saran. I'm not totally sure, but it's very sleek. It's very slippery and very difficult to gather into a very tight ponytail because of the slipperiness of the hair. So just something to keep in mind with a doll like this. But because this doll is supposed to look like an Integrity Toys doll, I just feel like sophisticated looking outfits probably look best on her. I don't know, so I'm just gonna try on some stuff and see what I like. We've got bootleg Poppy here, dressed in a few different pieces. That's so hard for me to find dolls to put them on, but because I like the pieces, I just keep them in my collection. So starting with the shoes, these are just another pair of generic gold heels that came on some random Barbie doll. I don't remember who, but leave it in the comments if you recognize that piece. And her skirt that she's got on here is from, I'm gonna say Jungle Fever Barbie, but I know that's not what the doll was called. I can't remember the name of it, but it's up here on the screen for you. That doll, she had basically like an articulated model muse type of body. She was super skinny, so her clothing only fit on very select few dolls. Even though they're high quality and very nicely made and very pretty looking clothes, I just never can like put them on anybody because most of my Barbies that I have on display have standard body types. It's really hard to find dolls to model those clothes. And this doll, she happens to have a very cinched in waist, so I can get the skirt piece on her without problems. Such a relief that I can finally use the skirt on somebody. Tucked into the skirt, we've got her yellow satiny kind of top, and that top came on my Barbie Looks doll with the Lena sculpt over there in the back. And it doesn't have any sleeves, but it has like a high collar, which I really like. It looks very sophisticated, so it goes good on this doll. Even though the shirt is supposed to fit on a tall doll's body, it's not loose on this doll. It fits her pretty nice, so she can wear this outfit with or without the jacket on top. And the jacket is from a Project Empty Squared doll who also had a very skinny little body. So even though the fashion pieces on the doll was very beautiful, I very rarely can get those clothes to fit on my standard Barbies that I have in my collection. And I don't really collect dolls of other types, you know what I mean? I don't have a bunch of Monster High dolls, Rainbow High dolls, Project Empty Square dolls, Live dolls. I don't really have all these different varieties in my doll collection because they have different kinds of bodies and head sizes, and I feel like it doesn't look right with my realistic, I guess I'm calling them realistic, I mean they're very cartoony, but you know, somewhat more realistic fashion dolls that look more like regular people. So I kind of purged my collection of those kinds of dolls. I do have a few stragglers here and there, but they don't really see a lot of time on display. I only pull them out every once in a while when I like really miss them and I just want to look at them, but they don't stay out on display like that. So some of those dolls came with really cool clothing pieces, like bruh, Rainbow High dolls clothes, bruh. They're so amazing. The quality of them are so amazing. The detail is amazing, but they don't always fit on, you know, Barbies. So a lot of the clothing pieces that I got with those dolls, I don't really have a use for them, even though I love the way that they look and feel. And the same goes for this jacket that Fake Poppy is wearing. It's so high quality, it's really nice material, and I just love the cut of the jacket, but I just never have anybody whose body it fits on properly because the original doll it came on was so skinny. And I'm glad that I can actually get some use out of this piece with this doll and her body type. I should try out more of these kinds of pieces on my dolls that are like super skinny. I don't really display them that often since they don't, you know, always fit the stuff that I want them to wear. It's all good. Excuse my fans, I am so hot right now. But this last outfit, so this one, I basically just gave her a one-piece dress underneath her blue jacket. It's just like a very simple tube dress in black. I don't know what doll came with this dress. I can't imagine I bought this piece separate. It just doesn't look like something I would have bought separate. So it must have come on a doll, but I cannot recall at the moment. And the shoes also like a royal blue kind of color, high heels. I cannot figure out what doll these shoes came with either, but they were in with my curvy and tall doll shoes, so I imagine these shoes are way too loose for like dolls with normal sized feet. She's got a jacket that actually came with an authentic Integrity Toys Poppy Parker doll that I own, and it has like hooks in the front so you can close it up or wear it open, and a little magnetic, what is this thing that's on her jacket? It's like a little pin, that little thing on there, and it's got like little blue gems in there, even though one of them seems to have fallen off someplace, but we're not gonna worry about that. Gold earrings along with some sunglasses, and I think this look suits her. I like the pop of color with the blues, not too distracting. It still blends well with my color scheme that I have going on with my dolls that are on display, which is like neutral tones, blacks and whites and metallics, and very muted colors. Just not really into all the bright stuff right now. Hurts my eyes, and I just can't be bothered. I had been saying when I was first reviewing this doll that I suspect her hair is saran hair because of the texture being very sleek, but I also have learned that very high quality nylon hair has a similar texture. So I'm really not sure if she has saran or nylon hair. I just know that it doesn't quite look and behave like the saran that we find in Barbie doll hair. I don't know, don't quote me on it. It could be either or, but it is a nice texture. It's very tangle free, can be boil washed, like boil dipped. It's not gonna damage the hair, so I would recommend. If you're wondering about this doll, I did get her from AliExpress for under $15, including shipping. This doll comes in 4 different hair colors. So if you're interested, I would say go to AliExpress and just type in supermodel fashion doll or Poppy Parker fashion doll, and then the listings should pop up for you. I can't give you a specific link for this doll because the vendors on AliExpress constantly pop up and down. Like they're like, by the time I make this video, that vendor would have disappeared. That's usually how I find stuff on there, and there's many different vendors that basically carry the same products, so you can just look through and find one that suits your budget and your shipping options that you prefer to acquire the doll. I do recommend it. I think this is a good substitute for more higher priced dolls that we might not want to spend so much money on and get like a similar feel, similar look, depending on how you dress and style them. That being said, they don't come in a box. They're not in-box display dolls. They come nude, so you do have to customize your doll yourself. So what? If you are looking for some recommendations for links I can give you, check out my product links listed in the videos, and you should be able to find some cool dolls with articulation that I recommend. That's it from me. I'm Gypsy, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a dolly day.